and relevant. And on the phone with me right now is my dear, dear, dear little sister. Her name is Janelle King. Janelle, how are you?
I am wonderful. How are you, Shelley?
Wonderful. She is on the state election board. Before we begin, I want to read a text to you that was sent to me when I teased that you were coming up. This text came to me from a listener. It says, "Let Janelle know she is terribly missed on Georgia Gang by all except Theron." I just want to start off our interview with that because it was text to me.
Whoever that was, oh my gosh, I love it. They just got a great laugh out of me.
So
Thank you. I believe them.
Let's start off. Let's start off with this talk on the state election board. You're on the state election board with everything that happened with FBI. What is the state election board's reaction? Do they have any comment, reaction?
Yeah, so I am one member on the board, and so I don't represent the entire board in my comments because, you know, we do have differences of opinion. So I want to make sure it's clear that I am speaking from my experience as a state election board member. And I'm speaking from the point of understanding where we are now, having been on the other side of the argument prior to getting on the board. So this would be an interesting conversation.
Understood. So what are your feelings about what transpired?
So first let me start here. This whole election conversation has been going on now for about 7 years. It goes back to Stacey Abrams' time frame. So while the narratives are saying that this is about Trump and this is about rehashing 2020 and trying to overturn the election, I want you to throw all of that out. And I want you to look at this from a voter perspective and from an elections perspective, because Stacey Abrams in 2018, when she did not concede to Brian Kemp, she stated that some of the reasons why she questioned that machine, which wasn't the Dominion machine as of yet, that was a different machine, but her questioning was around vote flipping. There were claims that votes were changing from Brian Kemp to her. From her to Brian Kemp.
Right.
She talked about hacking and vulnerabilities and saying that it was susceptible to malware and software vulnerabilities, as well as she talked about machine failure, power issues, and potential crashes. So it's very eerily similar to some of the arguments that we're hearing now from the Republican side, but it has flipped. And so when Stacey didn't concede for months, when Stacey had questions, we had to hear her concerns. We went through the lawsuits. We allowed her cases to be heard. However, when the coin has flipped now, and the Republicans have those concerns about a different machine,
the same concerns.
Same concerns.
Right.
Now all of a sudden we are crazies.
And this is from
pay attention to that.
Right, and this is from the media. And I'm glad that you said that, because at the end of the day, this is not really about Trump. It's not about Stacey. It's about me, Shelley Winter, and my vote. Does it count?
Right, exactly. And so you have to know how we got here. So let's just paint a quick little picture. In 2020, so how did we get here? 2020, people went to sleep. And when they went to sleep, before they fell asleep, they turned on the news media. Our Secretary of State, Brad Raffensperger, was on the news. He was saying things like, oh, the results are not going to change. Everything, the numbers are in. We're going to have an outcome. And at that time, Trump was leading by over 300,000 votes. And then Fulton, Gwinnett, and DeKalb County came in with their absentee ballots. And then all of a sudden we woke up and he was losing by roughly 12,670 votes. So that's when everybody said, hold up.
And this happened overnight.
Overnight. So the assumption is that 3 counties came in with their absentee ballots and Trump didn't get almost next to 0 votes in 3 counties, 2 of which are part of our largest. So people had questions. They were like, okay, hold on. So then they questioned the election. So then there was a machine recount, but during that audit, they realized that there were 4 counties there were 4 counties that forgot to upload 6,000 ballots. Now, this is in 2020. We hadn't even gotten to the double counts and all that other stuff.
Right, right.
This is just what happened.
This is what happened
So,
the couple days after the election.
yes, yes. So 6,000 ballots were not uploaded. So once they uploaded that, Trump gained 1,272 votes. So over the course of all these audits, right, the machine count said that the final the final number was 12,670 votes that Biden was leading by. Then they did a hand count, and the hand count said that he was leading by 12,284 votes. But then they certified him leading by 11,779. 3 different numbers in our perfect election.
Right. 404-872-0750, 1-800-WSB Talk. Hang on. We're on the phone with Janelle King of the state election boards, breaking down where we are. And I want people to hear one of the most important things my sister said earlier was that Stacey Abrams said the exact same thing. The machines had the same problems in her race, and the media completely covered that entire her story completely differently than they are now. We will be right back.